Hey y'all, welcome back to the party. It's your girl BrittReacts, and today we are reacting to Anthony Jeselnik's parents found rhymes with rugs in his room. Let's see what he has to say.
Now listen, look guys, I know, I am aware that I must seem like a tough, cold son of a bitch up here.
Oh, okay.
In fact, the only time I've ever cried in public in my entire life was at my mom's funeral. I might be.
I have not yet figured it out who it is that he reminds me of when after he says something, his lips, it's just, my mom's funeral. He always pauses with that who is it? If you know, leave it in the comments. It's always on the edge of my tip of my tongue, but I can't ever figure it out. It's just it adds to his kind of dark satirical kind of delivery. It's my mom's funeral. I don't know why that stands out to me so much, but it does.
Life was at my mom's funeral. I might be a tough, cold son of a bitch, but that doesn't mean I'm not also one hell of an actor.
That's terrible.
You know, my mom was a depressed woman. My mom was a very depressed woman. My mom was so depressed, she had the words, "In case of an accident, please do not resuscitate," tattooed
No.
across all of her children.
That is awful. It's awful. It's awful.
Across all of her children. I'd say my mom's funeral was 10, 11 years ago now. Last year, I had her body dug up.
No, you
Settled
didn't.
a legal dispute with my siblings. Turns out I was wrong. That is illegal.
See, he did it again. You can't just. Who is it that talks like this? Also, yes, you cannot just go and exhume a body for your own disputes, to settle your own disputes. That's illegal, guys.
That is illegal. I can't just do that.
You can't just do that.
Now, at this point, I should admit my parents were actually pretty reasonable people when they were raising me. Unless they found drugs in my bedroom.
You think?
Then they were high for days.
Oh my gosh. You have to. I just can imagine everyone in his family is just a good sport because he said it in one of his bits. If you're related to me, I'm pretty much going to take you through the ringer. You have to be a good sport because the way he paints his family, his poor parents.
Then they were high for days. I think the strangest thing in my family was just weird about sex, you know? I was the oldest of 5 kids in a tiny little house. When my parents wanted alone time, they would gather.
I would have never pegged him to be the oldest. Never. Never would have pegged him to be the oldest sibling.
In a tiny little house. When my parents wanted alone time, they would gather us together, say, "Kids, go play hide and seek," and they'd lock their bedroom door for an hour.
That's
Of course,
clever.
I always knew what was going on in there. I mean, I would hide in their room. My parents are weird about sex. You know? I think the most embarrassed I've ever been in my entire life was the time my mom and dad caught me watching hardcore bondage pornography over their shoulder.
No. Kids, this is why your parents call you little Doc blockers. Don't do stuff like this. This is so bad. This is actually my worst nightmare. As a married woman with children, well, a child, worst nightmare. Oh my gosh, I would be mortified.
Bondage pornography over their shoulder.
Let me clarify, not the bondage pornography. The being in the bedroom or walking into the room as adult activities were happening. Let me just be clear about that.
Over their shoulder. And I'll never forget the first time I had sex. You know those stories you hear about kids who lose their virginity to the hot babysitter? I was the babysitter.
Oh my gosh. I love when he breaks character. I love it. I love when he like literally laughs at his own jokes. Like he can't take it anymore. He did a good, he was like doing it for a long time with this one. It's my favorite thing to watch him laugh at his own jokes. What do you think is in his cup? What do you think he's drinking?
Yeah, I could have opened with that if I wanted to.
Comment down below what you think he's drinking. Is it water or is it something different? I even like the way he walks across the stage. It all lends to his delivery. Like there's just this like cocky, dark humor, just sarcasm. It all lends to the way he does his mouth, how slowly he delivers his bits. It's all a part of the act, and I just appreciate how it's all encompassed. Because without one of those things, his bits would feel a little differently. That was Anthony Jeselnik, ladies and gentlemen. What more can I say except for to tell you to go and have the day you deserve. Peace.